I asked on Twitter recently what the next video is you guys wanted me to do, and you overwhelmingly chose the best photo editing apps. Now, while I suggested it, I didn't quite realize how many photo editing apps there are out there. I mean, there's ones that just turn your photo into an 8-bit looking blocky thing, ones that just do text overlays, etc., etc. So I figured out really quick that I needed to come up with some type of criteria for the best photo editing app. So for this video, I decided that each of the apps had to not just be good at one very obscure feature, but good at photo editing in general. And if it is a rare case where it does just do one feature, that feature needs to be able to be used in a lot of photo editing scenarios. So with that criteria in place, here's what I found. So the first one is one that I've actually been using for a little bit and I love. Snapseed, created by Google, by the way, is one of the most popular photo editing apps for iOS as well as Android. Reason being is that it has some super intuitive UI features and tools for pretty much everything a photographer would need to enhance their photos. Basics like exposure, color temperature, adjusting the shadows and highlights, saturation, etc. are all easily controlled by swiping up and down and left and right. And there's even a histogram at the bottom for those who want to look at the data in the photo while editing, which is something that most professional photo editors would want to do. Beyond that, there are some artistic filters and even a healing tool to remove small unwanted objects. And so it just kind of is a good overall roundabout photo editing app that, not to mention, is also completely free for iOS and Android. Next is VSCO, which is a photo editing app that if you search for the best photo editing apps on the web, you're bound to see come up more than once. Now, the reason that VSCO is so popular is that it's actually a team that's behind some really cool tools for Adobe Lightroom, which is a very popular photo editing app for desktop if you've never heard of it. And according to the reviews at least, they managed to bring a lot of those cool features over to their mobile counterparts. So in addition to its basic editing tools, its big claim to fame is its filters. So instead of super dramatic ones, which it does still have, by the way, it also has some very subtle ones that are aimed to mimic vintage and modern analog film looks. And unlike a lot of other filter touting apps, the filter's strength can also be adjusted to kind of create the better or more exact look that you want. Now, while it isn't the most intuitive app for some to just pick up and use, it is quite a stunning one and doesn't take that long to learn. Okay, so the next one is one of those tools that just kind of does one thing, but it is a thing that I think a lot of photographers really would benefit from, and it also does it really well. The tool is called Touch Retouch, and what it's really good at is removing items easily from your photos. So sometimes you get that one item photo bomber animal in your photo, and if it weren't for that, it'd be an amazing shot. All you have to do is simply tap the drawing tool and color in the part you want to make disappear, then tap Start, and just watch it vanish without too much distortion. You can also use this tool to clone items or just move them as well, but regardless, it's a great tool to start on a photo that could be better if it had less in it, and then bring it into one of the other apps on this list to finish the job. Okay, so this is the last one that's gonna just do one feature, I promise. Again, it is a feature that I think can help a lot of photographers though. It's a feature that allows you to create that bokeh or depth of field look using your smartphone. If you actually took two photos, one with that effect and one without, chances are you show them to enough people, most of them are gonna say, for some reason, they don't really know why, but the one with the blurred background just looks more pleasing to them. Now the reason this is because technically it's kind of how our eyes really work. When you focus on an object with your eyeballs, the background is slightly blurred, so it kind of mimics our real vision to some extent. Now that's not to say that a photo without this effect is bad or worse, it's just a stylized artistic choice. Now the app is called After Focus, and it is available on Android and iOS, but in a nutshell, how it works is you can take any photo, draw lines on the things that you think are in the foreground, the mid area, and the background, and then blur what you want on the correct part of the photo. You can also adjust the blur and the feathering of the edges to make the blur more subtle and look a little more realistic. But for Android, you'll need the Pro version of the app in order to use that feature. Available for both iOS and Android, and with over 50 million installs on Android alone, we have to mention Pixlr. Effects and layers are the name of the game for Pixlr, boasting over 2 million combinations of different effects. You can add text overlays, layer your images on one another, make collages easily, and even do all of the above on one photo, should you be so inclined. Now, there are too many features to show you them all, but just understand that it has pretty much everyone imaginable, and it's free, so it's definitely worth a test run if nothing else. Just try not to lose too many hours of your life playing with it. And finally, what photo editing roundup would be complete without at least mentioning Adobe? Adobe's Photoshop has become such a mainstay in desktop photo editing that it's even become a verb. They photoshopped the crap out of that model. Already pretty much dominating the desktop world of photo editing, Adobe figured, why not make a mobile version of this? Now, while not everything from the desktop version of Photoshop is included, the basics, some looks and filters, and some super simple tools like straighten and flip are there and easy to use. Now, honestly, I prefer some of the other tools on here to Photoshop since I'm just not very familiar with Photoshop itself. But since it does the same things as most of the other photo editing apps on here and is so highly praised, I'm sure someone with a bit more Photoshop experience is going to love it. And there you go, some of the best apps for photo editing on iOS and Android. Now, I know I missed some of your favorites, I'm sure, so please let me know in the comments below which ones you can't live without. Now, if you like this video, please thumbs up it or share it. It is greatly appreciated. And if you want more videos like this, please subscribe to the YouTube channel. And as always, thanks for watching.